Last time on Babs Bear Talk.
So Jada came because she had to come see the so-called bad bottles that she did. You know, when Joe showed me this bottle right here, I thought the guy brought this back. He didn't bring back no bottle. And Joe didn't make, I think Joe thought I understood that. I didn't understand that. Costco, Joe went back for grapes. Oh, look. I turn on the camera and I find you coming. Hey, sexy. Are you married? Are you married? Show me your wedding. Show me your wedding finger.
Got that.
Show me your ring finger. Look, people, Joe don't wear no ring. Denny wants to know why women are always trying to pick him up. So Saturday afternoon. Watching the what? The Last Kingdom? So Jada and I are gonna go over to Leah's. We're not gonna walk because it's too hot.
Not walking, right?
You're driving?
You're driving.
Can I take the truck, Joe?
Yeah, sure.
The Tahoe?
Why
No, I'm asking because I didn't know if you were planning to go somewhere because I thought this one was gonna drive.
What am I gonna drive? I'll just put $10 gas in.
You sound like Philip. This is back in the 80s. Can you take me somewhere? $3. $3 gas. $3. This is Jada, and we are visiting over at Leah's. And I want somebody to watch Greenleaf with me so badly
I'm glad.
that Leah is coming back home to the house with me to see all the episodes I taped.
Are in.
And what is Mom doing? Mom, you coming too, right? Mom,
No, I wasn't invited.
you're not gonna come watch a show with us?
Of course.
Hey guys, it's Sunday. I just got through recording a show with Joe. This is gonna go up at the site on Wednesday. What we did today was we did a reboot of rice and beans, stew chicken and potato salad, and we did it in a vlog style to where Joe's like in the kitchen cooking with me. I'm gonna do a lot of voiceovers in between so it doesn't take like forever on the video. And the voiceovers help a lot, like for Terry who has hearing issues. Because let me tell you, there's a vent right here, and when the air comes on, it cools me down, but you can hear it. So I really do need to invest in another lavalier mic. I don't have the money to do it right now. The one that I had before was like $150, and it lasted a couple of years, and then after that, it started glitching to where when I put it on, I may or may not get sound out of it, which is very frustrating because you can have like a beautiful video, and then you get in there and there's no sound, and then I want to cry. So anyways, I'm gonna have to save money and invest. As you all know, they stole my $800, so I have no money right now. But let's discuss this guy right here. Joe and I were talking, right? And we're trying to figure out what happened after he left on Thursday. Because remember I told you he was nice first, and he was nasty, and then he was nice again when he left. And we all had an understanding. And I told him, don't worry. No matter how angry I am about doing these 500 bottles, you're going to get these 500 bottles, you know, by Sunday morning, maybe as early as Saturday. And he was pleased. He left. He was happy. He shook her hands, everything. What happened between when he left there and he got back at his factory with his bosses? What do you guys think happened? Because this is what Joe and I are saying. We're saying that his father-in-law boss told him, F them people. Who the hell do they think they are anyways? And I'm not sending any check until I see what we have. Because he says, remember he said the check was in the mail. And I don't know if he's that good of a liar, because when he kept saying, I paid you for $15,000 and you did not deliver $15,000 because we're getting that many bad. I'm like, you didn't pay me for $15,000. You paid me for 12 plus the screens. And then he's all like, 3 times he said it. And on the 3rd time he heard himself and he goes, what are you trying to tell me? You didn't get the second check yet? I'm like, no. And then he really seemed shocked. I don't think he's that good of an actor. He probably thought they sent the check on that Monday when he took back the stuff. So then something happened on that Tuesday. I think it's that guy, Tom, the one that was coming before, because I really let this guy know what Tom was about. You know, and he goes, I'm going to go back and tell on him because I didn't know he was doing all of this. I think Tom, that he went ahead and told him, let's pull out everything for every little nitty gritty thing. And so then they pulled out all that stuff, realized there was nothing really bad with it after they came there and realized they only had 5 boxes left on the floor. I'm thinking their customer, the one that owns the actual product, told them, look, whatever you printed, I'm going to buy off your hands. And so they're going, well, whatever's there on their floor, tell them to print it. So there's just something evil that went on behind the scenes. And I'm sorry, guys, but the Bible says that pride goeth before a fall. So I always check my pride to make sure it's, you know, at a correct level. And I'm saying, I never deliver. You know that delivery is not a part of this. And you're gonna tell me this is the deal, take it or leave it. Either you bring my 5 cases to me, an hour and a half drive away, okay? And then I'll have cash waiting for you at the end of the rainbow, I guess, because I don't believe that they're gonna have cash waiting for me if we take those boxes over there. And if you don't do that, then I'll come and pick up the 5 boxes on Saturday like planned, but I'll bring you a check. You're gonna come to me and bring me a check after the man already said, the boss, the CEO already said, look, I don't care, because I could write you a check and I can cancel that right away, and then you still don't got your money. Well, boo, that's why I was telling you to give me cash, because I don't trust you right about now. I mean, you guys see where the trust got broken down? Since day one, they acted like they didn't trust us with anything that they were doing. And then all of a sudden, well, let me use right grammar. Suddenly, it's like, you give us our stuff before we give you the money. And I'm telling you guys, it's okay for me to speak it here at my vlog. It's only 300 and something people that watch my vlog or subscribe to the vlog. But I will hurt these people where it hurts. I'm going to make sure that I blacklist them in this industry. I'm going to call every printer I know and let them know what they did. I'm going to call every bottle maker I know and let them know what they did. Because believe you me, they have to buy bottles from somewhere sometime. Heading out to work, guys. Check out my hair. This is, I woke up like this type of hair. Let me tell you, Jada did my hair yesterday to put in the extensions that I use. I only use the extensions when I'm gonna record a show in the kitchen where they're gonna be around and around and around me, or if I'm going to a big function. Other than that, I don't put them in because they hurt. Huh? What happened? Oh, okay. Joe thinks that my neighbor, you know, the one where I thought he was the one putting the stuff in the mailbox, Joe thinks his mom may have passed because there were a lot of cars there yesterday and there's never been anybody seen there except that man and his mom. So Joe's been talking with him. Joe says he's a really nice guy. I don't think he's the one that was putting the stuff in the mailbox. I still suspect him, or we suspect Jada's friend or ex-friend. I'll tell you more when we get to the shop. Made it into work. It's Monday, July the 25th, 2016. Let's get right into the chisme. Okay, so when the stalker first brought the owl, the wicker owl, that owl was brand new. The only thing that was off about that owl is that they put rocks inside, and it wasn't the kind of rocks that you would go buy at the supply store, you know, where you go get your arts and craft, you know, the pretty stones. It wasn't that kind of stuff. It was rocks like out of somebody's yard. And so then I started to suspect that it was somebody that was stalking Jada because Jada likes owls. But it's not like a real known fact. You know, it's not public like how everybody knows I like dragonflies. A lot of people don't know that about Jada. So then when the 4th gift came, and it was the cereal, the bran flakes with what do you call the Cheerios on the string and the Chimoy candy on the bottom, that's when my Aunt Jenny suggested that it was somebody on my street that was doing it. So I started to profile all the neighbors I know, because I don't know a lot of the neighbors, and I landed on that one guy. And the reason that I landed on that one guy pretty much is because he's old, like he's in his 60s. He's lived with his mom all his life. I've never seen him work. I've lived there, what, 20 years, Joe? We moved there in 1996. Yeah, September will make 20 years that I've lived there. I've never seen a man work a day in his life. And even after I told my neighbors right across the street that I suspected that man, the wife defended him and said, no, I don't think it's him because he worked for the government. He's retired from the government. I'm like, what? That man has never worked. You know, I've lived here for 20 years. I've never seen him work. And so I said, what branch of the government did he work for? And she says, I'm going to go ask my husband. She came back and she told me he worked for the CIA. I'm like, are you for real? That's A Beautiful Mind all over again. You guys remember that movie, right? With Russell Crowe? A Beautiful Mind. So anyways, Joe has always suspected one of Jada's friends. At first, he was saying that it was Gabby, this little girl that lives around the bend that was friends all through high school with Jada. And they broke off friendship like right at the start of 12th grade. And I don't know what broke up the friendship. I think Gabby was one of those people where she'll call and say, what don't you like about me? Tell me so I can make myself better. And Jada's the kind of person that said, I don't like this, 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 and this. So don't ask stupid questions because Jada will give you your answer. And so she got PO'd and they broke off friendship. Plus, I think a little bit of it too was Gabby was Angel's girlfriend, Jada's friend Angel. And when they broke up, Jada picked sides at one point, and so she chose Angel. So fast forward, Jada went to prom. She won prom. Gabby came to the bathroom when Jada was in there and just really, praised her and said, Jada, even though we're not friends anymore, I really wanted you to win. I voted for you. I'm so glad you're the one that won, and I just feel so happy for you. So I think Gabby and Jada are in an okay place where Gabby doesn't have to come there and do this kind of foolishness. So they're not friends anymore, but they're definitely not enemies. So then Angel, last year, this August will make 1 year since I met Mario. When Mario came to the house and put Jada on Periscope, I feel that Angel got a little bit jealous because he thought that maybe Jada's career took off. Well, it didn't. And they had a big fight, and Jada ended the friendship. And that's how Jada is. Jada will be your friend, and she will give you the clothes off her back and everything. But when you do something to piss her off, she's done with you, and she walks away, and she's totally done. She wishes you well. She doesn't wish you any harm, but she's done. So Angel and Jada has not been friends for a while. That's why you haven't seen Angel at the house. Angel is a little handsome one that used to be in the band. Whenever I would have parties, you would have Damien. Of course, you guys know who Damien is. He's mixed with Filipino, right? Damien's Filipino, right, Joe? Damien. I think Damien's Mexican and Filipino and Hawaiian. And then you have Colin, of course. He's the little güero. He's a little white boy. And then we have Angel. He looks kind of white, but I don't know what he is. Mexican. He's Mexican, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's Mexican. So, but anyways, Jada broke off friendship with him. And then Colin was caught in the middle because Colin was still friends with Angel while being friends with Jada. And Jada didn't make any demands for Colin to break up that friendship with Angel. But Jada got to a point where she wouldn't go to Colin's house if Angel was there, because Angel would see her walking, and instead of saying, hi, how you doing? He would take off in his car and leave like in anger. I was like, what's your problem, dude? Nobody's even thinking of you or wanting to talk with you. So Joe has always suspected Angel. Well, not always. Joe started to suspect Angel.
From the time they sent the note, the second time.
The note. Okay, when the owl came, he didn't suspect anyone. When the note with the owl came, the note with the owl on it, that's when Joe started suspecting Angel. So these are the two people that we suspect. I suspect the man across the street. Joe suspects Angel. And I know that we will catch whoever was doing this, because whoever was doing this have to be on meds. And when they get off their meds again, they're going to come back again. That's my thought process, because I had Brian profile who would be doing something like this. And Brian's like, it's somebody. What did he say they had, Joe? What kind of personality did Brian say the person had? Huh? I forget what kind of person, because Brian was teaching us about personalities. Did you know that the personality that you're born with is the personality that stays with you for the rest of your life? That's really amazing, because I've seen that in my kids. Even though Joshua's personality has changed a bit, it hasn't changed from the core. When Joshua was a little kid, Joshua was outgoing and smiles, and he was so mischievous. I mean, he was bad. He was bad, people. Until he turned 7, I gave him a sketch pad and I said, draw. And that's how he became an artist. He started to draw. And then now he's more quiet and subdued. But if you see him on his YouTube channel, you can see that outgoing personality is still there. So he really hasn't changed. Jory has been the same way since he was in my belly, okay? Oh my God. Let me not even start on Jory. But he's been the same personality throughout. And so has Jada, pretty much been the same personality. So anywho, Brian says the person that's doing it wants to be caught because they want you to thank them for bringing the gifts, because they think they're doing a good thing. And if they know that we have cameras, they would actually pose for the camera, not thinking that I'm going to prosecute. So we're going to pick up this story when the mailbox become active again. Diana, you're the one that said my mailbox needs its own blog. It's true though. It's true. Update on what was going on with the computer. So remember a few days ago, Jory updated my computer and he got the new iOS operating system or whatever. So I had a new interface to start using for iMovie. Well, the whole time I thought I had iMovie 11 because that's what I kept saying. But I guess I had iMovie 9 and now I have like iMovie 10 dot something. And the interface is completely different than what I know. And I had to go learn it, guys. I really and truly had to suck it up and learn it. Let me tell you why. The new interface had a feature that I could not live without. So in the old interface, whenever I would put a clip into the editing program, and a clip is like this right now, what I'm doing, what I'm recording, when I start the recording, when I stop the recording, that's a clip. So the clip can be different lengths. Like right now, I'm talking to you guys, it might be a lengthy clip. And when I drop it in, it takes a while to render. That's what it says it was doing. So like if I talk to you guys right now for 3 minutes and I drop that clip into the editing program, it would take like 10 minutes to render. So if I talk to you guys for like 15 minutes, it takes like an hour to render. So that's where a lot of my wasted life went. Sugar, I think you're the one that told me before in a comment that a lot of the YouTubers complain about editing. I don't mind editing. I like editing. It's not the cutting and the splicing and the telling of the story that bugs me about editing. It's this waiting period where you have to wait for things to render. So the new interface, when I grab the clip, no matter how long the clip is, it could be a movie that I already edited that's long, and I drop it into the interface, into the events area, it's ready to go. No rendering. So I had to suck it up and learn this program. I went back and I apologized to Jory because I was so mad at him. He still felt badly because he updated the computer and didn't know all that was going to happen. But like when I was going through it, my sister was saying, remember, you know, how things work for us, you know, everything always works out. Sometimes every disappointment's for the better. And I know you don't want to hear that right now because you have to go learn something new in such a short space of time. Why it was bugging me, guys, I don't mind learning new things, but why it was bugging me, it's because I had videos that were already partially edited that were going away. They were disappearing. So when Joshua salvaged the first video that I put up, the Wednesday video, that was one of them. I couldn't edit that video over again. So now that that's all salvaged and I'm into new videos, I've edited like 4 videos in the new interface already. There's still a lot that I need to learn, but I'm learning. So put that to rest. So now I wanted to talk with you guys though. I think last night at church, I may have annoyed the pastor, but she seems to be the kind of person that will believe anything the pastor says. And she says, she turned around, she go, because I said, no, that's not true.
When the red button is on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, guys, see, I'm doing it.
Very, very
Ready. He doesn't want to go back on the boat. Splash.
Splash?
Yeah.